"Sir, don't get on that plane. There's a bomb. It was sabotaged." The desperate shout cut through the roar of the engines at the private airport. Alejandro Montoya stopped on the first step of his executive jet, cell phone in hand, finalizing a $50 million deal. At 52 years old, the magnate had never stopped for anything, certainly not for the voice of a child. The boy was running toward him from the cargo area, waving his arms in panic. He couldn't have been more than 7 years old. Dark skin, curly hair, worn sandals, simple clothes, and eyes filled with fear. "Please, don't get on that plane." Alejandro ended the call. "What are you talking about, kid?" "I heard two men talking," the boy replied, out of breath. "They put something on your plane. They said that when you got on, you wouldn't come out alive." The pilot, Javier, signaled from the cockpit. Everything was ready. "How did you get into this area?" Alejandro asked seriously. "I clean bathrooms at night to earn some coins. I don't have a mom or dad. It was raining hard last night. I hid inside a container and slept there. This morning, I heard them talking." The boy swallowed hard. One of them had gray hair, a beard, and a tattoo on his neck. "He called you Alejandro. He said today would be your last flight, and he laughed, saying it would look like an accident." Alejandro's blood ran cold. From that description, it could only be one person. Hector Salazar, his former partner, expelled years ago for fraud. "Javier, get off the plane now," Alejandro shouted. Seconds later, a deafening explosion turned the jet into a fireball. Alejandro was thrown to the ground. When he managed to get up, he searched frantically for the boy. He was on his knees beside the container, frozen in shock. "What's your name?" Alejandro asked, his voice breaking. "Mateo," the boy replied. "You saved my life." Days later, to the world, Alejandro Montoya was declared dead. Hector celebrated, certain he would soon take over the company. What he didn't know was that Alejandro was still alive, working in secret with the federal police. And it was Mateo who delivered the final piece. "I heard them talking about a man named Ramon Castañeda," the boy said. "They said he already had everything ready to split the company after your death." Ramon was the chairman of the board. At the decisive meeting, the door opened. "Good afternoon. I imagine my presence is a surprise." Alejandro walked in. The silence was absolute. Hector turned pale, as if he had seen a ghost. The evidence appeared one after another. Audio recordings, sabotage, forged contracts, massive financial diversions. Hector was arrested. Ramon fell shortly after. The company was saved. But the greatest change wasn't in business. Alejandro took Mateo to live with him. He gave him a home, an education, a family. One morning, before leaving for school, the boy asked softly, "Mr. Alejandro, would you accept being a